Happy Friday, traders. Can you guys hear me this morning? You guys ready to rock and roll? It's going to be a good day today. Actually, already took a couple stabs on PINS. I'll show you guys the chart a little bit later, but not looking bad this morning. Not looking bad at all. I actually had an entry at 35.25 up in here. So just took a little stab before we start our pre-market analysis. Going to be watching PINS very carefully because this one's getting fast. It's getting euphoric, getting a lot of attention, a lot of euphoria on this place. Coming up to resistance on the chart, PINS up here to 36 bucks. It's sitting right up in this area right now. Here's the trend that PINS is on. Loud and clear, almost, maybe too loud, right? PINS, here's the trend we're on, way off the trend. This one came out with some news. They said they narrowed their second quarter net loss as customers spend more time, and you know, they have time to sit there and play on Pinterest. So that's what we're looking at on PINS. Coming up towards resistance. We'll see if it's going to hold. It's holding at 13 right now. Got quite a bit to look at this morning, guys. Hope you guys killed it yesterday. It was a solid day. A few of them. Took a few paper cuts on a couple of them. And the rest, what was that? LB, I think it was. LB was a nice solid fade. And the other one I got was, TP was kind of, LB, I should have said trail here. Took this one for pennies. That one worked out pretty well. But, all right, let's get into the rest of today. AMD still on a tear, guys. AMD absolutely on a tear. This one's nonstop. And despite going against the trend on this one, really haven't taken a red trade on it yet. Leftovers yesterday, took a cut on those. But AMD's still overbought. When this thing snaps, it's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. Elevator down or steps up, as they say. You know, shorts take the elevator down, longs take the stairs up. And we see that all the time. I mean, we can just look at what was yesterday's leading gappers. KNDI, yesterday's leading gappers. And, yeah, look at this. Elevator down. KNDI. This one's rough. KNDI. This was the electric vehicle company. It looks like it's sitting right at support. So let me pull that up. Yeah, KNDI is rough. Electric vehicle company. This one's going to be opening up right near support. You guys see this resistance actually held up. That's why we always keep our trend lines drawn after looking left of the chart. Well, we see 920, very tough at the close, and then tough in after hours, still very tough. 750, look at this, holding up very strong. So KNDI, if we want to try to get a little bit of a bounce, we see 750 on Wednesday as well, serving as resistance, and then support now. So if we want to try to scoop a little KNDI up for maybe a little pop back up towards $9 from 750, not bad. Not bad at all. This one has pulled back very, very, very strong. So, of course, we got a lot of shorts in this, a lot of longs probably still underwater. Wouldn't be surprising if we saw a little pop on KNDI at around 750 if you guys are interested at support. I'll write that one down. Might not be a bad one to look at. Yeah, that's pretty much what we do, guys. You know, buy fear, sell euphoria. Same story, different day. Coin yesterday made a lot of plays off the scanner. When something hits a plus 40, that's when stuff's usually ready to tank. Yeah, absolutely. And what he's talking about here is when they're highlighted orange on the scanners, these intensity scanners, and this intensity indicator over here hits about a 40. That's usually when they're about ready to reverse completely. You can take the elevator on down. All right, guys. So KNDI going to be watching that around these levels. 750 is going to be support. It's coming right down to that right now. Not really a fan of trading this one pre-market, but we'll keep it on watch. AMD, this one, we got to watch this at the open. Gotta watch this. The previous close was 78.25, so gonna be kind of eyeing that area to see what it's gonna do around 78.25. Wouldn't mind a pop, maybe risking over under $80-ish. Over under-ish $80. All right, if you guys were around a lot yesterday, OMI was on the radar, and yesterday we did say on OMI, kind of the idea was shorting to get 1675. Now, this is what I mean when I say over-under. This thing popped up towards 1695 and couldn't hold it. Ended up coming all the way back down if you were here to trade this. And that's exactly what we're going over. I mean, let's look at the daily chart on OMI. AMI, what are we seeing? The last 3 days, it's been unable to break that 1675, 1680, 90-ish area. Let's try 3 days in a row. We've seen green day back to back to back to back. So OMI unable to break after 3 tries. Going to be watching it today. Going to be watching it today for a little short. Back down to what? This trend line, which we've been seeing as well, 1525. This one's a little lighter in volume. Keep that in mind. Scale and size accordingly. TUP. There's still several plays that we had on watch this week that we're going to keep on watch. TUP 1620s is still a critical area on this stock. Wednesday we saw the pop and it was unable to break 1620. Wasn't able to get to it yesterday as well. So 1620, very key area on TUP. Certainly going to be watching this one as well. This is day 2. Day 2 of a hangover. 2 days holding these areas. So this one, as we've seen, way off the trend. It's way off the trend. Already kind of filled that gap on TUP. So let's watch it today for a little bit of a sell-off. LB, this one, it gave some yesterday. It gave some, had a green trade on this yesterday. Didn't give a lot though. So what I'm looking for on LB is for a little bit more of a fade today. Would like a pop up towards 25-ish, up toward this resistance here. And we take a look left of the chart on LB. Yep, we got pretty solid $25 resistance. Right there, bunch in here, support, 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 resistance. So that's what I'm looking for on LB. I would like a pop back up to this $25 area and then kind of fade it even further. This solid chart resistance. All right. If you guys have the shorts, PRPO's not looking bad. I don't have the shorts for it. Way overextended yesterday. Kind of the idea here is risking off of that, $7 area, but this is probably going to be a short on pops for the moment. PRPO, if you guys do have the shorts, I don't. PEIX, this is a nice short as well, but look at the trend that this has been on. PEIX, this one has gotten naughty. PEIX, this one's gotten dirty, guys. From under $1, and you guys know, especially for the NASDAQ, the stock is under the indice, under the NASDAQ. With NASDAQ to remain in compliance with them, you got to be above $1. So I know this company's happy be back above $1, but this thing's gotten way overbought. Look at these last few days. So I would certainly be more of a short bias on this, but here's the trend that we're on, and it's still trying to hold this area. So if you want to trade this on the long side, here's your trend, 260. That's going to be a very, very critical area. It wouldn't surprise me at all if this one had a pop out of the gates up towards 320 and then kind of fade, come back down to the trend, maybe even crack it, go green to reddish. But we have seen Wednesday and Thursday, this stock has had pops out of the gate. So PEIX, certainly keep that on watch. Pop out of the gates from 140 to 160-ish. Maintain this trend line very, very well. Then 190s up through $2, 240s. So PEIX, not bad. I wish I had shorts here because I would potentially go long to short on it. Kind of flip positions. Respecting that trend line. All right, let's keep going down the list. Hey Elijah, type something in chat. I think you earned your stripes. You have a new position. Hey, Elijah. Got 2 moderators now. Elijah is the pre-market king. He is the pre-market king. If you guys need help in pre-market, he's your guy. He is your guy. And coin trades. I mean, coin is the zombie era king. Coin, he kills things all day. I mean, Coin, you amaze me. All right, CNSL. This one is just, it's not moving. I like this chart, but what's going on here? After hours pre-market. I'm just going to avoid this one for now. I liked it for a short, but I don't know what's going on. I mean, look, it closed, and then we haven't seen any volume go through. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, CARS, not a bad one. CARS, not a bad one. This one, its chart is really oversold. That's the only thing that worries me. It's coming up to the 200-day moving average, though, at 863, which I like. It's been under that and respecting that level for a long, long time. CARS, I don't like this, though. Tried to sell off a little bit at the open yesterday. It found its feet, came back on up. Sitting right around resistance, and then 863 is going to be resistance as well. Certainly overbought yesterday intraday, but on the daily, not so much. So what I'd like here on CRS is a pop up towards that 850-60 area, and then for a short. I like this one. That's kind of the area I'd like to scale into. It hasn't been above the 200 in a very long time, since November. I mean, it didn't even break and hold. Really hasn't been above it for nearly over a year. So, it's kind of what I'm watching on CARS. A short for the pop up towards the 860s. Over under hold. Got to hold that area. Coin, watching GENE, might sell off at the open. GENE, I'm familiar with that name. Low, somewhat of a low floater, yeah. Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, 450s. Look at 450s coin. This is held up this day, right there, and already in pre-market this morning. Had a big move to 525. 25, magic number. And it's going to be hard to sustain another move, so I certainly agree with you there. I doubt I have shorts on GENE, though. Highly doubt that. Man, pins, guys. I traded that twice this morning. It's I couldn't focus in pre-market if I had a position here still. But, man, I top-ticked that. I had a 35.25 entry on the short there. I shorted it back here, too. I scalped it. I saw the 13 EMA. Look at this candle here. 13 EMA was holding. It's just hard to get out in pre-market, guys. Like, I'm trying to chase these limit orders. And because it's getting balled up so quick. But certainly should still have a position from 35.25. That was sick. We'll maybe be watching that one out of the gates today. Again. Trying to. It has a trend on it. Here's PINS. Here's the trend we're forming. 35, 36, and then what are we seeing on the chart? Way, 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 way off of its daily trend. See, here's the daily trend, guys. It's going to be opening up right around here in the 35-ish area. 36.83 is kind of its 52-week high. So let's watch it against that. 36.83. A little fast pop out of the gates up towards its pre-market highs and then 52-week highs. That'd be sick. That's PINS. Going to be watching that one too for short. They narrowed their 2Q net loss, but because the customers are spending a lot more time on them. All right, our two leading gappers this morning are what? Gap up watch list, top left corner. Top two leading gappers are going to be APDN and SONN. Now, I know you guys aren't going to be excited about me telling you this, but what happened to our two leading gappers yesterday? Oh, I always got to bring tears to the party. KNDI, yesterday. That thing turned into a slip and slide. EDSA. EDSA, we called this, guys. I mean, most of the time, this is exactly what these stocks do. They are nice, solid movers in pre-market. And Elijah's been... You probably got both of those. Elijah kills pre-market. He killed this in pre-market. That's when these stocks have been plays. That's when they've been plays. That's it. And then these stocks get pops out of the gates and fade all day. EDSA, we call this because look at this past chart history. We see all these spikes, pump and dumps. That's why past chart history is so important. So what does that mean for SONN and APDN? Man, APDN, you got it, didn't you, Elijah? Yeah, that one didn't look bad at all. That one did not look bad at all. Nice trade. Volume spike just came in on APDN. It's nice. We're going to start scaling around 13.26, and I'll hold a quarter up to 15. You got good discipline. I'd be so excited, man. I'd be like taking all of it. But that's smart. That's smart. Scaling out along the way up towards 15. APDN's honestly probably our chat room pump candidate of the morning, to be quite honest. I mean, it's the lowest float stock. It's got 5 million shares on the float. SONN's got 7 million. SONN, I think, is probably dead, though. Yeah, the stock ain't doing much. That's dead. Pretty much our leading E-Core is dead, too. APDN is probably that stock that's likely going to get a pump. So, not a bad idea. I certainly would agree with you there, Elijah. Wouldn't be surprised at all if this one got back up towards 15-ish. Hold a quarter up to 15. Man, yeah. That's words of wisdom. You can tell when traders have some good experience on them because of that, you know. That's a very wise thing to do, scaling out of positions along the way. All right, I'm going to narrow in kind of my watch list for this morning. I'll write that out for you guys. But yeah, nice trade, Elijah. Nice. All right. AMD, I don't really have a trade on this, I don't think, at the open. This one's so overbought. I want to see what it's going to do at the open. If it's going to try to find its feet kind of around. Look at this resistance that I had yesterday, around 78.50, and it's closed right there too. It's probably going to find its feet right there. I just want to see what it's going to do at the open. But I do want to watch that one for a short because AMD has fade potential. AMD has fade potential. My favorite this morning, probably CARS. There's not the highest quality setups this morning. That's what I don't like. CARS is way oversold, but its daily's really nice. I'd like to see that one up towards this 200-day moving average, which it hasn't been able to break. That's a nice little setup there, 863. Hasn't been above that in a very long time. Then the other one, PINS. PINS has got way overbought this morning in pre-market, way off the trend, up near daily resistance. Those are probably my two faves this morning, 36.83. And then here's the trend way down here. It's going to be opening up way up here, guys. So I like that for a fade too. PINS, CRS, probably my faves. AMD going to be watching that one. LB would like to see that one up towards 25-ish for a short. That's going to be really tough resistance, 25-ish. That would be a clear area to short. Very tough. Yeah, look, support-ish, and then turned into resistance. It's resistance all on its chart history. Yeah, not that one. All right. Yep, that's probably it. Those three are my main watches. TUP 1620 still critical. This one's a little dead at the moment. Might nibble at it out of the gate. We'll see. 1580s. It's high yesterday. All right, I'm gonna chart these up, get them loaded up. All right, yeah. Elijah, if it comes back down to 12.26, you're gonna be out on APDM. Yeah. I had a really good feeling when you said you were in this. I mean, it was holding up pretty good. 13 was holding up good too. And this one's probably going to be the pump out of the gate. Won't be a bad idea to scale out into that pump. I've thought about live streaming during market hours, guys. One of these days, if you want, we can keep the party going. Just let me know. Just usually watching so much that it's very difficult to be commentating while trading. Yeah, guys, Friday. Let's have a good close to the week, and we'll do it again on Monday. Another day, another dollar. All right, guys, we will, let's get it. We'll see you guys Monday morning. Let me know how you traded today. I'm going to post my chart. Let me know how you